Ready, Joe? All right, we'll go ahead and call the June 25th Greenup City Council meeting to order with roll call.
Mark Harris,
Here.
Dave Black, John Norman,
Here.
Bruce Vance,
Here.
Phil Dowdy,
Here.
Jamie Gillen.
Well, we've all had scheduled meetings with the accountants to go over the budget. I'll ask Michelle if she'd like to go over it real quick, then we'll have our first reading.
Okay, can do that. We'll give a summarized version.
Thank you.
The 2026 version, I've given everybody a new copy. If you go to page 15, we have a budget overview. The general fund budget is $1,153,947. It's a balanced budget. Of this budget, our salary and benefits are $576,701. We have debt service of $33,337. We have $38,250 for the annual fireworks display, $3,000 budgeted for old-fashioned days, $76,000 budgeted for city park playground equipment improvements. We have included a new police vehicle at $49,000, recreation improvements at $45,000, and events at $25,000. The next page is your road fund. On page 16, this is the municipal aid, the municipal aid road fund is 50 grand. We have 40,000 for road improvements and repairs, 8,000 for sidewalk improvements and repairs, 2,000 for parts and supplies. And I will make sure the verbiage is with the final. I've just not got Tony's notes yet to do that. I had a The opioid settlement fund is the next page at 17. The budget is $20,000. It provides $20,000 for opioid interdiction and prevention. The last fund that you all have is the utility fund. The utility fund budget is $19,484,20 with total budgeted expenses of $19,484,20. Your utility admin division is $2,428,665, which includes $1 million contingency and $300,000 for depreciation. The water plant division is $1,344,846. Water distribution at $15,225,909, which includes $14 million for water intake, if we can get funding to help with that. A water distribution backhoe at $125,000. A water distribution truck at $75,000. The sewer division budget expense is $481,000. Anybody have any questions?
On that water distribution, it's 15,225, and that's 14 of that's for the intake.
Yes. 14 million for an intake. You all are seeking grant funds, so when you seek grant funds, we wanted to show them that you all were serious about actually going through with it. So that's why we budgeted that.
So that's a contingency amount right there. What you-
The contingency, we have $1 million contingency in the utility administration budget and $300,000 to set aside for depreciation in the utility administration budget. Which is on page 30. Contingency second from the bottom. And on page 32, the utility capital intake 14 million is 3 from the bottom. Then you have the backhoe and a utility truck, 75,000.
I got a question about on page 30. Elected official salary, 34, is that just the council or is that everybody or how that?
Elected official is the council and the mayor.
In the mayor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where's the big gym fall under? What category does he fall under? Payments on the big gym?
He is in the fire department budget.
Fire department?
Yeah, 33,000.
How much longer do we owe on Big Jim?
6 years.
Um,
5 years.
I was thinking it was 5 years too.
That's like 6, that's close.
They're like $1 million now.
Yeah, they're high.
We're buying a fire truck, tomorrow.
Oh, really? Yeah.
$1 million just for a pumper. 2 million for a ladder.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This utility truck, is it like a diesel truck or a gas truck or what kind of truck we buying here?
It will be a utility truck, most likely diesel.
I mean, gas, diesel?
Diesel.
Four-wheel drive probably?
Yes.
And it'll be able to pull the little ones?
Yes.
And the backhoe it's gonna be a big one? It'll be a large size backhoe?
Yes.
Fine. I thought that, I just had to check.
And it'll be a cat, most likely. That's what the state bid contracts is on this year's, that's with the cat.
Now, can you get that through state bid? Can you get that through state bid or is that?
Yeah,
Complaint supply.
most likely.
Now, I know the fire department is talking and looking and hoping for a new truck to replace the engine one.
If you do need to replace a fire truck, the build time, learn a lot about fire trucks.
1 or 2 years.
Right now with Smil, it's 2 years. So, since Mark's brought that up, I will let you guys know that Steve and I and others have spent a lot of hours at the firehouse specking out a new truck to take the old engine one that was bought years ago, like 93, 94, Mark, is that correct?
Yeah.
I think they paid $110,000 for it. That same truck right now costs you $750,000. So, we're getting down to the time that it's gonna be truck time. And the reason I say that is because of your ISO rating, which is your insurance rating. If you don't stay in compliance, then your insurance rating, your ISO rating goes up, and then everybody's insurance goes up.
So that's the reason you can't like rebuild everything on that truck for
Well, you could read,
60 or 70,000, and but it will still not be compliant.
right, it goes, and Steve can tell you a lot more about it than I can. And me and him talked about it today. And probably sometime this fall, we're going to be talking with you guys about the new truck for next year's budget. There's different financing ways that we can go. But what I can tell you for sure, and Michelle will probably be able to tell you as well, is that trucks are not going down. They are going up. And anything that you put in FPA behind or in front of, however you want to paint it, it costs a lot anymore.
Seventh build time is close to 4 years.
Yeah.
You guys looked at, what are you talking about payments wise on something that expensive? How many years, what type of payments you speaking of?
I'm fortunate enough where I have a large enough general fund budget. Like on the ladder truck, we put $1 million down. And we had to, 4-year build time. Now, on the truck that we're buying for tomorrow, and things can happen in a moment, we had a tree fall on ours. So the damage of the tree is going to take 5 months to fix. So they cannot repair our pumper for 5 months. So we've done 3 payments of $300,000 at 5% interest.
That's but
But they'll do longer.
that's still October up your price we're talking right here.
No, but they'll do a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year
Well, the
lease.
reason why I asked that, because you got this $300-some-thousand now on this other, on Big Jim or whatever it is. And then that payment too, you know, I mean,
Well,
terrific payments.
if there's 5 years on it, we may get to the point where if you choose to build it, and Lundy said there's a 2-year build time, we may get to the point where we make $45,000 payments instead of 33 while they're building it. And then our first payment won't be due to a year after they get it built. So we'll take the amount that is left on it and we'll start to budget how many every year it is to get it
So
built.
basically, we still have 3 more years on that roof.
Yes. Yes. So depending on what their truck is and what terms they have, we will just adjust the budget to the debt service while they're building it. That's what Ashland did, is we started to self-finance and put down money in our fund balance to make payments on it. But they'll lease them for any amount of time.
The longer the better, probably.
Yes.
To them.
But, I mean, we-
It's a chunk.
It's a chunk of money.
It's something they put out 2 payments there.
The tree fell on it, and so what we're using a 1993 fire truck as a frontline fire truck.
But you probably also have insurance on it, right?
Yes, but it just to, like, our ladder truck, our staff ran into something with it, and it took 9 months to fix the ladder truck.
The tree that fell on it, was that on the coal?
Probably, because the tree wasn't even near the road, it was way back, and it just went,
I'm just curious, 'cause that's kind of an odd thing, I mean,
yeah, it was,
All our trucks are in-house inside.
yeah, well, I asked.
so, yeah. I have to go to a council meeting and ask for a line of credit and tell them I want $1 million fire truck in the state cities. That's what we do tomorrow. But things happen. We have insurance. This is going to be fixed. We actually had one on order that's been on order for 2 years, and they have 2 years more to go. They're going to take it, and we have to buy another one in 31. So they're going to build it in 29, 30 for us.
Yeah, that one up there, it's a 93. It's, yeah, we gotta look at getting something. It's unbelievable that, 4 or 2 year build time.
It took me 4 years to replace our city buses. And it's bad, because if they get in a wreck or a tree falls on them, if something happened to your fire truck tomorrow, you'd be 2 years before you get one built.
Is there any more limbs up there about to fall?
It was in a back road of Ashland, and the tree just went.
So if it takes 2 years to start to build it, when do you start payments? When you order it or when you get it?
You can do either. You can actually make a down payment. They do not require one. Or they usually, if you finance it, it'll be due anywhere within a year of actual receipt of it.
So they cut that one down to 2 years. So but it's yearly thing now.
But we had to borrow a fire truck from Westwood because we didn't have that.
Well, we don't want to get caught where the ISO rating goes up forever. And the insurance is high enough without get raised.
And that kind of puts out the idea of not buying a used one, because everybody keeps their fire trucks until they're falling apart.
It's getting to the point that everything costs as much as what it does now. You get to see, and that's what trickle down to us as well. All these fire departments want to start running their trucks longer, their equipment longer, because everything's too expensive in fire service. SCBA's are going to start, instead of, 10 years, whatever the manufacturer date on an SCBA is, instead of, having it replaced in 10 years, we're going to start using them in 15 or 18.
And if you have to, don't have somebody that's kind enough to lend one to you, it's at least one is $40,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's the big no
Happy to do that.
$20,000 a month.
Let's get back on
Yeah,
track here
yeah.
with the budget.
Any further questions?
Would someone like to hear the first read?
Sure.
An ordinance of the City of Greenup, Kentucky, approving and adopting the 2025-2026 budget and appropriating revenues on hand and to be received during the year 2025-2026 for the payment of expenses of the City of Greenup for the 12-month period beginning July 1st, 2025 and ending June 30th, 2026, and repealing all ordinances and parts of ordinances in conflict herewith.
That's your first reading. Just remember, we have another meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the second reading. That's the only item that's on the agenda.
We're done.
If anybody wants to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Have a motion, have a second by Jamie. Whenever you're ready, Lisa, we'll be ready.
Phil Dowdy,
Yes.
Jamie Gillum,
Yes.
Bruce Vance.
Yes.
Mark Harris,
Yeah.
Dave Black,